What's happening, everybody out there on YouTube? Bryce and Michael RC, and I've got something fun and special for you guys today. Well, it's fun and special to me. I've been in search of the perfect guitar. The perfect guitar. And I ain't joking, I have done a ton of research and spent a lot of time trying to find the right guitar. Right now I've been using 2 to 3 different guitars to try to get everything I need to play covers, because I'm going to be starting like a cover band, punk pop cover bands here soon. And I've been just, I just cannot find the one guitar that can do everything that I need. And so I think I have finally found it. I finally found the right guitar. So let me give you a little bit of background here. I don't have it here. I've been primarily playing a Sonic Strat. It's a part Strat that I've kind of upgraded myself. And the reason why I've used that Sonic Strat is because I have a pinched nerve in my neck. It's called it's called like the guitar disease or whatever. Every guitar player that's played a long time and moved around and did a lot of stuff ends up getting this pinched nerve where your strap goes across and it gives you this shooting bad pain in your back. Right now, I just don't have the money to go in and have a surgery and get it corrected. So I've been using this pink Sonic Strat because of how thin it is. And I'll show you a video right here of that pink Sonic Strat, how thin it is. It's super light and I can just play it all day. That's the one thing that I absolutely loved about that Sonic Strat. But the Sonic Strat doesn't play and feel like my PRS. My number one guitar has been this PRS 245 right here. I've absolutely loved this. I went to Guitar Center and picked it up and started playing it. I didn't like the color or anything else on it, so I was just like, I just love the sound of it. So much so that I was like, I've got to get this guitar. And I brought it home, and whenever I'm actually doing songs that I want to sound really good and I want to get the correct sound out of it, this is what I play. And this thing is heavy. It is super heavy. It bugs my neck after a few songs, and so I really can't just sit there and play it all the time. The Sonic Strat is what I practice for days. This is what I like to perform with and like to actually play more than anything. So these two guitars, my new guitar cancels both of those out. Also, I've been playing this guitar, which is just a cheap Rogue guitar. I bought it as a guitar kit for my daughter so she could learn how to play. And sometimes I like to do cover songs of like Limp Bizkit or something like that, and you need this tremolo system. So my other guitars don't have that tremolo system. I've been using this for that. So this cancels this guitar. I never have to play this crappy guitar ever again. Actually, it's really not that crappy. For the price range and everything, it's a beautiful, I mean, look at that sunburst. It's not a sunburst, it's like a cherry burst or something. It's an all right guitar for how cheap it was. So I don't mind playing it. You put some good strings on it, and if you're a good guitar player, it's going to be a pretty decent guitar. And then there's one more guitar that I have to play just to get a 24th fret. This is my son's guitar. It's a Jackson, Rhodes V. And I'm not a big fan of the way the Jackson neck feels. When I play on this, I stumble through it. It's way different. It's wider, and just a few little inches will throw you off completely when playing the guitar. But there's certain songs where you just have to have that 24th fret. When you're soloing, there's been a few, like 3 different songs that I've played that I've needed that 24th fret. A lot of times it's just accents, you know. It just sounds a lot better, and I've been having to either adjust and find that same note somewhere down and just haven't been able to play it perfectly. So cancels this guitar out. Let me show you this thing. I've been in search of it for a while. Let me show you, without further ado. This is the PRS CE SE. This thing is badass. PRS is what they call their entry-level guitar, although they call it their entry-level because it's basically their cheap guitar. It's still like a $500 guitar, so it's not cheap by all means. It's not like the Sonic Strat or anything like that. All these other companies have super cheap guitars. PRS this is their cheap version, which, you know, $500 is nothing to scoff at. A lot of people can't even get into PRS because that's fairly expensive to some people. I mean, Ibanez, Schecter, all these other metal guitars and stuff are a really good guitar to get started with, just to start playing. And you can get those between $150 to $300. This right here, $499. It comes up to like $5 here in Kansas. Like, I think it was $525 or something like that with taxes. But there it is right there. You can see just how thin that guitar is. It's not as thin and as light as the Sonic Strat, but I can play this all day without bugging my pinched nerve, and that's one thing that I absolutely love about it. It's got to have a little bit more beef on it because there's the tremolo system there. And the one good thing that this has that this tremolo system doesn't have is this one. You can see how that tremolo system in the back rests right on the body. That's because you can only go one direction with this tremolo. On this one, it's more like a Floyd Rose. This is PRS's own design tremolo, and you can go forward or you can go backwards. Check it. Backwards, forwards. And it's so good. Stays in tune. I mean, this is an awesome tremolo system. Also, this just kind of pops out and in. You can actually open up the back part of it. You get a little tool in your gig bag, and every PRS guitar comes with a gig bag. That's one awesome part of PRS, but you can go into the back of it, open it up, and you can tighten that up if you want to make it to where it just stays. I mean, it's got pretty good, it's just friction that holds it, and it's got pretty good friction already. Just whenever you're bouncing around, it will go down. I can tighten that up just a tad, but I mean, I love it. So sometimes you want it backwards, sometimes you want it forwards, and you can just kind of switch this around all you want. So light, super light. I love it. It's just a good feeling guitar. It's got that basic Super Strat body, but unlike the Strats, it has this signature PRS cutout, so you can get up to, look at that, the 24th fret. So it has the tremolo, 24th fret, and it's light. Cancels out so many of my guitars. And then with my number one guitar that I've been playing lately, the PRS 245, this has basically all the same hardware and all the same sound as that PRS guitar. It sounds just as good, if not better. I might like this one just a little bit better. PRS always has some of the best sounding equipment inside of a guitar, some of the best sounding pickups. I mean, I fell in love with PRS as soon as I started playing that 245, and I absolutely love just playing anything PRS. So you've got the basic bird inlays going down it, which look classy and awesome. The matte black headstock. The one good thing about this, unlike my 245, is it doesn't have all of the lacquer all over the front and all over the back. Everything is satin smooth. I didn't know if I would like the satin because I actually do like the lacquer. But I love it. I love the satin. You can feel the wood grain and everything in it. You don't have to polish this nearly as much because with my 245, I mean, this thing just shines. You can see how when I turn it around, you can see all the light hitting off of it because it just shines. You know what I mean? So you have to polish this up. In fact, I haven't polished it for this video because I didn't really plan on showing it this much. The headstock's got dust all over it. I mean, that matte finish keeps you from having to constantly polish that. This thing gets when you put your hands on it and stuff, and it gets the oil from your hands all over it and everything. So a lot of less time doing that type of thing, but still the great sound and quality of a PRS guitar. They're not American guitars, they're made in Indonesia, but an American company. So that's awesome. A few little specs about this little bad boy is it's got the PRS designed and created nickel hardware on it. It's got the maple neck on the back, the rosewood fretboard on the front with the mother of pearls bird inlays on it. The body I'm not 100% sure on because if you look up the specs online, it says that like every other PRS guitar, it actually says that it's got a maple top and a mahogany body. But this thing has, you can see, there is no two-piece to that. This is one solid piece of wood that this thing is made out of. I mean, there might be like a line there where there might have been some pieces together, but it's one solid piece. I think this is a maple body. So I think it's maple to maple with the rosewood inlay. So I don't think this has any mahogany on it. I could be wrong. The body could be mahogany instead of maple. I'll have to look more into that, or you can look that up. But that green, man, I'm telling you, PRS knows. They know how to do their stains. That's one thing about PRS. They have always done really good staining. They've got really good colors, and they just do a phenomenal job. I'm gonna turn this on, plug it in. I'm not gonna play very much. Just kind of let you get a sound from it, you know, so you can kind of hear what this thing sounds like. I'm gonna be playing through just a basic amp and a distortion pedal. I might put a little bit of digital delay as kind of a reverb over the top of it. It does say to play this in passive, so I hooked it up in the passive port on my amp. And I will tell you that one of the things that I absolutely love about this guitar is when you play it, you can hear everything. So I think it actually kind of sounds better than my 245. Put it on the bridge and put a little reverb into it and show you guys what this sounds like, because this is what Mark Tremonti usually does on that part. I love that sustain, it's so good. Anyways, I was gonna try to do the elephant thing. This is my first guitar I've ever bought brand new that's just mine. It's only ever been mine. It's only ever going to be mine. This thing is just a badass guitar. If you like PRS, if you like the PRS CE, I call it the CE because it says CE up there. That's usually the name of the guitar. Like my 245 says 245. But I guess the model is CH44TU. So 31124. Anyways, my name is PRS Michael RC. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It wasn't very in-depth. In fact, both these videos are like 20 minutes long, but there's only like 5 minutes of information in each of them because I'm that bad of a guitar player. So I don't know. Go out and get you one. They're awesome. Instead of getting a bullet strat, if you like good guitars, instead of getting a bullet strat to help, you know, be a lighter guitar, this thing, it cancels out all my other guitars. There's no reason for me to play any other guitar now. If I was a signature guitar player and I had my own signature series, it would be right here. This would be it. This hits everything I want. Everything. So we'll see you guys later. Have a good one.